yeah, so I did my did a little more streaming. My plan, so my goal going into last night was I wanted to get a stream that looks, I don't want to say professional because that's definitely not what it is, but looks like I'm trying, right? Because I feel like if you're watching a stream and they've got no overlays, they've got no alerts, they've got no anything, and it just, you know, like it's just like here's game picture, here's, you know, whatever, and like there's no cohesion to it. It looks like the dude's not trying, or the person's not trying. And that's definitely what my first little bit looked like a couple of the times I tried it. And so I was like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna get, you know, I'm gonna get a, I'm gonna get some overlays. The other one too was transitions. Like, and this is stuff I didn't even think about. I ended up finding a website that specifically makes overlays for this type of stuff. Like that's what they do. And you know, and so like you get the overlay package, and it has everything. It had a stream starting soon thing with a countdown timer. And then it had like actual like game footage point, which I had to do some heavy editing on that for the game I was playing. Which, I mean, I think I'm gonna have to learn a little more about some of that stuff. But you know, I had a just talking one where it was like, it's just like the camera, like the camera screen in the main focus. You know, and then it had a be right back, and then it had a stream ended thanks for watching type thing. Like cool stuff I didn't even think about. I didn't even think about a be right back thing. But yeah, no, it was cool. I spent probably 2 hours trying to get everything working, and because it was one of those things where it was like, you know, I wanted to check audio levels, I wanted to make sure the transitions looked right on the stream, and so my idea was, just go live. I mean, I just put like, you know, like testing settings, whatever, like, you know, like basically if somebody comes across it, they're gonna kind of see, oh, he's tinkering around with stuff. I don't know if there's a way to make a private stream. That'd be actually really cool to learn. But yeah, so it was just like, you know, just settings tests, stuff like that. And just the frustration of that, because I was like, because what I'd done initially is I just like, you know, boom, went live, testing settings, don't watch, like, you know, just the basic stuff like that, and then had put a you know, just start messing with stuff and start looking around, and then I grabbed my phone, didn't log into anything, just went and, you know, just watch, right? And I would get audio but no video. Tried it on a tablet, audio but no video. Like, it was a whole fucking nightmare. I ended up having to make a test, like make another Twitch profile, like another Twitch account, solely to be a test. Like, that is all it does, is it is a test account, which is fine. Like, you know, now that I got that, it's fine, but it was so frustrating. But yeah, so I mean, you know, it's finally done. I did like a 45-minute stream. The only viewer was my test, my test thing, and it's more just to kind of like check stuff, make sure of stuff. Yeah, no, it was fine. It was nightmare fuel to get it to go. Like, it was to get it to finally cooperate with me. But it's done, and it's fun. Now I can do some more streaming, and it looks good. Because I even went as far as I did, like, the stream starting soon, like, went through all of the checks, like, even going as far as I had done, like, the stream starting soon, and then I had done, like, you know, had everything else kind of ready to go, and it was, yeah, like, you know, just, you know, pop it with the face cam thing, introduce myself. I'm kind of starting to come up with, like, I'm going to call it a streaming persona. like a name, like a interaction type of thing, like, and it's stuff that's going to get hammered out and figured out a little bit more. But yeah, no, it was cool. It was kind of stressful, not because I had a bunch of people watching, but because it's like stuff wasn't working and I couldn't figure out why. But now I think we're good. So now I think it's going to be, you know, refining. You know, like, I was watching some videos about, like, some stuff to, you know, settings you should have for your streams to avoid stuff or make sure certain stuff happens. Just some stuff like that. I think, and I the single profile I made on my OBS on the streaming software was just, like, it was just for the one game. So I think I'm gonna make I'm gonna make a couple more for other games that I like to play, just so it's like if I'm, you know, feeling froggy, I can go play something else, and it's already kind of set up for it. But yeah, and then dialing into character, dialing in, you know, my interactions, how I talk, how I look is gonna be a big one. Like, you know, some stuff for that. And then I think getting, like, channel art, like, you know, just stuff that, like logos that, like, you know, little sprite things type, that the type of stuff that, like, it's the type of stuff that really makes a channel look like it's trying. The thing is, I still don't want to use professional, like, looks professional, mainly because I'm nowhere near that yet. I still look like a dude sitting in my bedroom trying to figure it out. And that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. I am not at all mad by that. I'm not ashamed of that. Like, I understand that streaming takes a lot of work. I understand that there is a learning curve. And I understand that there is... How do I put this? I understand that, you know, there's gonna be a lot that I have to do to get to the point where I can, you know, where it can look professional, where it can look like I've been doing this and I know what I'm doing. And that just comes with time, which is totally fine. I think, what is it, AC/DC? It's a long way to the top if you want to rock and roll. I believe that. I truly believe that. And I don't mind putting in the work, because it is fun. It is fun. If nothing else, because a lot of what I'm doing when I'm playing, just by myself, lends into streaming. I'm constantly talking to myself. Like, my main game right now is Link to the Past Randomizer. And I'm openly talking to myself. Oh, I'm looking for this. I'm thinking of this. Like, as if I'm talking to an audience. Why not just record and try to get an audience? Like, it makes sense to me. But yeah, with that, I also, I have, what's it called? Yeah, so, that was the other thing, too. Initially, I had made the Twitch just with my normal email. And just made whatever username. And it would be like, oh, it's 2 months before you could change it and this and that. And I'm like, you know, I've done like 1 or 2 streams on the original one. It's not like I've done a lot there. So I was like, screw it. Deleted that one. Brand new email. Brand new Twitch account. Brand new YouTube account that we can put stuff onto. I may even go as far as it may be, hey, let's make like a TikTok. Let's make an Insta, like whatever. Like, I can make a few things that are all going to link to this same thing. Make it its own ecosystem, and, you know, yeah, like, it should be fine. Like, yeah, and I think it'll be all right. It'll be okay. Like I said, it's a learning curve, and I'm not mad at the learning curve. I'm not mad at the fact that it's gonna take a while for me to feel comfortable in my skin on stream. And that's fine. That's totally fine. I'm happy with that. I think the other thing, too, is it's like, you know, I'm going to start building up what's it called? But building up some more friends who stream. Start watching other people's streams, because that's the other thing too. It's like I'm not going to be one of those guys who it's like, oh, I've got to collaborate with someone else to start getting a name for myself, because that's not the case. But it is an ecosystem. It is, and what's funny too is I'm. There's a part of me that thinks I have some of this figured out in a way that other people wouldn't. And we'll see if I'm right. We will see if I'm right, because going to a job with a guy, he's right next to me. Because it reminds me a lot of the local music community. And because I'll tell this story, and I think it's going to be relevant. And we'll find out. And if not, it doesn't matter because nobody watches these. Oh, damn. Okay. So in local music, there's kind of a thing around staying to watch the other bands. Let's say 3 bands played on the bill, right? My band 2 and band 3, right? We play first. We do that. There is an expectation that band 1 stays and watches band 2 and 3. And that we convince our viewers to, we convince our audience to stay. Like the people who came to see us, convince them to stay. And obviously, you can't convince them too hard. You can be, hey, blah, 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 stick around. It's much easier to keep those people to see the other bands if you yourself stay. Because what happens a lot of the time is it's your fans who came to see you, they're also going to want to interact with you, right? Hang out with you, talk to you a little bit, that type of stuff. And so being able to, if you're there, they're going to interact with you. Next band starts up, then they get to hear that band, and maybe they become a fan of that band too. But with that though, there is a lot of bands that I played with back in the day who would get offended if the whole band didn't stay. And it's on the one hand, I get it. You want more people to stay. But the bigger part of it though is it's we have jobs. We have, because what happens sometimes, we're out on a Tuesday night, an hour and a half, 2 hours away from our hometown. We finished playing at 9. I've still got to go home and get some sleep so I can go to work tomorrow. We're all local bands. None of us are getting paid like that for our music. And so generally what we would do is we would leave one, whoever can stay in the band, cool, but at least one guy needs to stay. Just as a token, hey, one of us stuck around. Is that? Oh, that's way. Got you. Okay. So the reason why I tell this story is that there was one band in particular who would get all kinds of butt hurt because they would always demand that they played last. They played the headliner spot because they're we're the biggest band. We should be the headliners. And so what would happen is, band 1 would play and go home. Band 2, us, would play and most of us would go home. And so band 3, the headliner band, big dick swinging motherfuckers they think they are, would be playing to an empty room. And they'd be getting very offended because no one stuck around to see us. And they would try to attach themselves to other bands, right? They would try to, oh, we're gonna play a show with you guys, but then they still want to be the headliner. And it's just it doesn't work that way. And so they would get all kinds of mad because none of the bands are helping them, and none of the bands like them, and they're all fucking problematic, and it's like, no, dude, like, you're not marketing yourself correctly. Because, like, yeah, sure, you do the big PR campaign, and you do the big, like, oh no, we're fucking dope, we're the greatest, we're this, we're that, and that's awesome. Don't get me wrong. I'm glad you guys are feeling yourselves. Confidence is dope, but you're also not marketing correctly. You're not putting yourself in a position where you can find an audience because you're so obsessed with being the headliner. And I feel like there is a possibility of Twitch being the same way, where there's going to be people who expect help and handouts and expect, like, oh, well, you should be bringing people to my stream. Like, we should be working together so that I can feed off your viewers and you can feed off mine. And I have a feeling like my experience with local music is going to make me a little more like, no, like, I can much easier recognize if someone is wanting to collaborate because they want to do a genuinely cool something, or if someone's trying to, or if there's some kind of like feeding off of each other nature that it doesn't make sense. And I don't know, I feel like I'm almost losing the plot myself talking about it, but we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. But like, I definitely understand it's not going to be an overnight thing. I know for a fact it's not going to be an overnight thing. And, you know, maybe that's where the local music thing really comes in. I'm used to playing shows to empty bars. I'm used to talking to myself. I am used to, you know, go up there, play my heart out for the bartender who could not give a fuck, but I'm still going to, I'm still going to play it like, you know, I'm still going to play that show like I'm in front of a 10,000 person crowd, right? Like I'm playing it like I'm headlining fucking, you know, Live Aid, fucking Ozfest, whatever. Because you know, because I know what I need to do. And just because only one person showed up, that doesn't mean they get a bad show. If anything, and I've done this before, you have one person there watching you, you play your fucking ass off. You put on the greatest show that person has ever seen. Because they're going to go, oh my God, I saw this fucking band, and they were so good. Like, I was the only person there. Like, it sucked for that, but they were so good. They sounded amazing. They played awesome. They were so interactive. It was so cool. You guys should check out this band. And I think Twitch is going to be the same way. If I have, you know, if I get one person who stumbles into my stream and is like, oh, this dude's cool. He's talkative. He's funny. He's knowledgeable. Like, you know, then he's going to want to tune in for another stream. Tunes into a couple streams. He might say over his streams, hey, I found this streamer. He's like a really small guy, but, you know, he's kind of fun to watch. Funny groundswell. Like, there is no advertising that's as effective as word of mouth. Like, someone going, hey, this person's dope, check them out. Personal recommendations are king. So yeah, and then I think from there it's going to be, you know, YouTube Shorts. I get to learn how to do that. TikTok Shorts. So yeah, I don't know. I'm rambling. I like to ramble. This is another reason why I think I'd be good at streaming, is because I can just get to ramble. But yeah, no, I you know, having 0 viewers is not going to stop me from trying to be entertaining. Having 0 viewers is not going to stop me from playing hard and trying hard. Having 0 viewers is not going to deter me, because the goal isn't even necessarily, like, I'm not even that worried about like getting viewers and making this a thing. Like, this entire thing started so that my partner can watch me play my game when we're not together. You know, so like, that doesn't bother me that much. much. Like, you know, like, I'm doing this because it's fun. I'm doing this because I'm already damn near doing it anyway. And I'm doing it because why not? So, like, I'm not going to be bothered by I don't get views. I'm not getting donations. I'm not getting this. I'm not getting that. It's not going to bother me at all. But yeah, I don't know. I've been doing this for 20 minutes now. I think there's not much else I could say that isn't just overly repeating myself or getting too stuck in the weeds. Yeah. I don't know. I guess be cool, have fun. I'm gonna throw on some more videos so I can learn more about streaming and all that. Deuces.